Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Miriam. If you are watching me for the first time, today we are going to prepare chocolate muffin. I know that there are many types of muffins out there. There are many recipes, but today recipe is very easy and it's about chocolate muffin. Those are the best friend to your cup of coffee or tea. For the ingredients, you are going to need 220 grams of all-purpose flour. No need to use cake flour in this recipe. The next thing you are going to add is 60 grams of cacao powder, not the sweet one. And you will add baking soda. Baking soda, you will add half tablespoon of baking soda plus 16 grams of baking powder, which is 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Sift them. Normally, before I make any cake, I sift the dry ingredients 3 times, but at least sift them for 1 time. This makes your cakes fluffy, and they gave them sifting all the dry ingredients gave your cake a fluffy texture, which is not obtained when you add only the flour without sifting it. You will get lumps inside, and it will be difficult while mixing the wet ingredients with those liquid ingredients. Here you take another bowl and you crack 2 eggs, medium size or large size. Add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract or 1 tablespoon of vanilla sugar, a half teaspoon of salt. And for sugar, I added here 200 grams of sugar, but you can add more than that, 220 grams or 180 grams, depending on your taste concerning the sweetness of these muffins. If you want them to be sweet, not tasting the taste of chocolate, you add more or less. I added 110 grams of yogurt. No need to use a hand mixer. Only a hand whisk will do the job here to get these ingredients blended together. I added 120 grams of milk, which should be at room temperature. It shouldn't be cold or warm. When you finish mixing these ingredients, here it's the time to add 120 grams of vegetable oil. You can use melted butter, but in muffins it's usually vegetable oil that you use in muffins. Here you start whisking until you notice that the oil is really and completely blended with the other liquid ingredients. Here you add the sifted dry ingredient that we sifted at the beginning before we started preparing the recipe. Don't forget that sifting the ingredients, the dry ingredients, is very necessary to obtaining a fluffy texture for your cakes or muffins. Then only using the hand whisk, try to incorporate the dry ingredient as shown in the video. Don't try to overmix, otherwise you will obtain gluten, and the gluten is something that we don't want at all in our cakes or in muffins. This is the texture that you will have. It's not liquidy and it's not dense. Time to add what I love most, chocolate. You will need around 100 grams of dark chocolate, either 52 or 72, but in this case I use 72% of cacao. You add it, it should be roughly chopped, and you'll need also chocolate chips that you will add at the end of the recipe when you put it in the baking pan. Then try to mix them with the butter, and this is how it should be. Not runny, as I said, and not too dense. For the baking pan, you can use also muffin baking pan, which is especially made for cooking muffins. But you can use also, as shown in the video, you can use those disposable muffin sheet, or you can use silicone sheets. Those, I use them all the time. I want to make cupcakes or muffin. They are very useful to use if you can afford to buy them, because they are not cheap as those disposable one. But still, you can use only the baking pan without needing to use either the disposable baking sheets or those that are in silicone. Just grease the pan with some butter and sprinkle some cake flour on it, and then it will be ready to go to the oven. To make the muffins look similar in shape and also in size, you can scoop the quantity of the muffin butter into the baking pan of your muffins. Then normally it took me around 2 scoop for each muffin. You can have less or more according to the size of the baking pan, and also or according to the size of your disposable baking sheets that are reserved for making muffins. But your oven should be preheated at 200 Celsius, and your muffins bake them at 200 Celsius for 16 minutes, and for 35 minutes bake them at a temperature of 180 Celsius. Here they are, gorgeous, beautiful to look at. I wish you can hear to smell that chocolate flavor. I am one of the persons that love chocolate so much, especially dark chocolate, not milk chocolate, but especially dark chocolate. Those are the muffins that have the shape of mushrooms, and those are the other muffins that have the shape of muffins, or also the shape of cupcakes. I hope that you have enjoyed the video of today, and the recipe is very easy. Please try it. You will be amazed by the taste of these muffins. If you like the video, subscribe, comment, and like the video. Don't forget that I will be seeing you every week with new recipes and new video. I'm also happy for this family, which is getting bigger and bigger, of my subscribers. I'm really thankful to everyone who is watching the videos, commenting and subscribing. See you soon with a new recipe and a new video. Take care of yourself.